Hello and welcome back to Pillocks.
All right.
This game is progressing.
Yeah.
I am leveling up my crappy characters. Our crappy characters. I don't know, I'm starting to get quite possessive of them. Because
I've noticed.
I'm playing it on my own, and you don't have much of a say, because you don't get to. And
it's
so
true.
It's weird. How that happens.
I feel like my job here is to berate you once I've seen what you've done, and then maybe you'll take. So that'll be sitting in the back of your mind like a nagging reminder. Oh, Pyrion wouldn't like it if I did this. That's my role here, is to be the absentee landlord who, your business partner. I live overseas in some mansion somewhere, and occasionally get on the phone and say, "What do you mean you sold all the stock in Tyrell Corp? What's wrong with you, Lewis?
Yeah.
You gotta buckle up, buddy." And
I'm sorry, sir, but I was scared.
Exactly.
They had some bad monthly figures come in. I didn't know what to do, sir.
just deal with
That's
it,
what
Lewis. I'm trusting you on this one. Click. That's it.
So I was really tempted to take the summon skeletons, and I know there's a trap here, right?
Okay.
Because I had to reload. So
I remember. Boom! You kill everybody every time.
just takes it right in the face.
It's like a robot in the next
So
room.
I know that I'm a little bit scared. Yeah, it says it's like a construct. I know I should be a little bit scared about
Misshapen.
about this.
Yeah. Should be cautious. There's quite a few of these dudes.
Oh
God. Whew. This looks tricky.
It does. The worst thing about it is that I can't see traps anywhere anymore, because this place is too high level and Durrance can't detect traps here.
Oh, God.
So I just have to walk into them, which is horrible.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
So there is actually a trap right in front of me, by the way, that I can't see.
Yeah.
Just FYI.
Okay.
And so the first thing that will happen is that I will trigger that. I'm going to crackle him. So there you go, trap triggered, bam. And so it's this horrible pool of malignant cloud.
Oh, God.
And it does damage in that area, and everyone is standing in it.
Oh, it's a good start.
See, look how much he always died there to that.
Yeah.
And now I'm just like completely out of position. Pyrion Flu's just standing there doing nothing as usual.
Some guy's still sneaking.
People, I'm still a noob at this game, clearly. Oh well. So before we started this morning, we were chatting about how busy we are, what we're up to. And I was saying that I've got to I'm so busy right now because after I moved house, I've got so much to sort out.
Right.
I had to change the address
Ugh.
on all of my stuff. I was thinking about getting the Royal Mail to do that redirection thing.
Oh, don't
so when
do
you
it.
move,
Don't do it. My brother-in-law did it.
it costs so much.
But also, my brother-in-law did it, and we still get post for him. Like, he lived here for a while, and we still get post for him to this day. It doesn't work.
Well, no, but it only redirects for like a month or so, as long as you pay it, right?
Oh.
So you have to pay for like £40 a month, and it'll redirect.
Jesus.
I know, it's a lot. So I was going to do that, but then I had to fill in all these forms, and it was like, this will take like at least 5 days. And I'm like, well, I've already moved. I don't really get that much mail anyway. So
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out what all of my stuff that I have addressed, because it's weird, like, I have all these stupid little things that I have my address on. And
God, if I ever have to move, Lewis, it's gonna be the worst. I've been here for 12 years, right? So much of my life.
How's the garage like?
What garage?
You don't have a garage?
No.
I thought you were going to say you had like a garage full of shit.
That would be something. We used to have a loft,
Right.
and that was full of shit. And then we had the loft converted. Like pretty much everybody in this area has had a loft conversion, because it's like
Is that the cool
these
thing
houses.
to do? It's like,
No,
oh,
it's
good
it's just
morning, Mr.
London.
Taylor. Have you had a loft conversion yet? Oh, almost, Mr. Fullside. I'm on my way to having a loft conversion done. They are in this week. Oh, great news, Mr. Taylor. Have a nice day. Off to the butcher's. And then you walk off to the local butcher. You say, good morning, Mr. Butcher. Oh, good morning, Mr. Fullside. I would like one of your finest slices of ham today, sir. Oh, very good, very good. How the family? Oh, well, how's the loft conversion? Oh, it's lovely. very good, very, very lovely. It's, it's a thing. It's a little community thing.
Dangerously close to the way my life actually is. Like, I'm not kidding. I do talk with my neighbours about loft conversions and what work people are having done, and oh my god, yeah. I mean, it's London, right? So everybody buys a house. When you buy it, you're way in over your neck in terms of how much the house costs compared to how much you earn. But then in 5 years or so, it's worth twice what you paid for it anyway, because London is insane. So it doesn't really matter, and you can remortgage and get work done and stuff like that. So, like, if the global economy crashes, like it did in 2008, the property prices in London still went up. They still went up because the way our country is built. Everybody wants to live in London. So many companies we have to have a headquarters in London or near London. It's got to be commutable from London. It's an obsession that people have with this city. And because everybody else is obsessed with it, even though there's no reason to be obsessed with it, everybody's even more obsessed with it because they know everybody else is obsessed with it. So it's like a circular thing. You bait them through that door, Lewis. You do it. Look at them. Those fucking contracts. They don't know any better.
I accidentally pulled these, first of all, and then I've just noticed that they have a suicide ability.
Oh my god.
So they self-destruct for an enormous amount of damage. And look at the range. It actually hit Durance, and he's standing way back.
Oh my god.
So
all right, that's
look
tricky.
how low he is. He's on one fucking
May I make a suggestion? The dog is asleep.
The dog's dead.
Oh, okay.
The dog got killed by the self-destruct explosion from all the way through that door.
Oh my god.
So I'm moving everyone back now.
I mean, I feel like what you might have done there, if this happens again, is to stick down like a slow trap. You know, like there are traps that slow movement. Stick that down and then bait them. And when they're dragging them, their construct bodies through the slowing stuff, then you can own them with ranged attacks. That would be a suggestion.
Good thinking, P-Flax.
Yeah,
I am going to start using traps, actually, because I haven't been doing it. But there's a little note in here, actually. Some stalwart bonies. They're, I guess, the coins that are in this.
That's the nickname I gave my penis.
This paper contains a loose list of apparent personages spent by date. So it's a bunch of people. Falskag had nice hair. Rittling Stag, an idiot who tried to kill me.
But those names are just so difficult to pronounce.
Exactly. But it's a subject list. There's now a
burning flesh construct.
So there's a Halo Darts trap. Bosh. Sweet.
Nice.
I was checking to see if I could put down multiple ones, I think, here, but I can only put down one at a time, I learned. It disarms the other one, which is a bit annoying.
It'd be a bit OP otherwise.
Because I sort of... but I'm going to put down a boiling... Oh, shit. Ooh.
A boiling trap against a burning construct.
Yeah, I know. I realised that after I'd done it, but I'm not going to go and disarm it now, am I?
Indeed.
So... Yeah, basically, this just carries on going through this Galvino's workshop. He's a kind of mysterious fellow, or clearly, who's made all these. I guess these constructs are all made out of people, right? And that list there was like a list of people that they captured to do all these experiments
turn into constructs, even though they're just metal things. Oh
so
god!
There's more
this is getting desperate.
I know, but it's actually these things are pretty spooky. So I'm
this
still
dog just got owned.
I'm still not quite sure what the bad ones are. I'm not quite sure how hard they hit. I'm not quite sure what they're vulnerable to. In fact, you know, even after completing this dungeon in about 3 hours from now, I still am none the wiser about what these guys actually are resistant to or from or whatever. But man, it was tough. This was really tough actually going through this place.
Yeah, no, it looks
I've left it all in. So,
very hard.
You will see just how tough I find it.
This healing is crucial, I think. The healing is doing a great work here.
Yeah, so I like those healing. I like those healing waves, the Keeper of the Light blasts that heal and damage. That's my preferred way to combat.
I think it's very good.
I always wanted to play back in the day, like in World of Warcraft, a smite priest who can heal and do damage at the same time, you know, like Omni Knight.
Right.
I love those heals that are bifunctional. It really bores me when you're just a plain old healer.
Yeah.
You know, I like the Omni Knight heal. That's what I love about being a paladin.
It feels like as a game design, anytime you have a healer class that doesn't do bugger all other than that, It's like, well, yeah, I'm sure that makes sense within the game, but come on, yeah, who wants to do that? It's meant to be fun.
Exactly. Yeah.
Some people get off on it. Some people really like being a healer. I don't trust those people.
It's nice for a change. It's nice for a change. So yeah, the thing about houses, though, right? Your house is a ladder. That's why they say get on the property ladder. And so usually, if house prices go up or down, like in a recession, or whatever causes it to happen, everything it affects the ladder equally because the size of that trap, which I can't disarm.
It's a whopper. I mean, you're not going to miss that. As traps go, you could do with it being a little smaller and less noticeable.
And I can't get in through there either. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
There'll be a key. But yeah, so, you know, everybody around here, oh my God.
I couldn't even see that trap. Yeah, so go on.
So everybody around here, like, you can't really afford to move in this area. And most people that move here, and after a year or two, they have kids. It's a very family-centric area, right? Southwest London is like that.
Yeah.
Because it's not scary like parts of North London and East London and stuff.
So do people work in the city and then they live here? So what, do they all have professional jobs, or do they?
No, exactly. Yeah, I mean the variety of occupations on my road is bizarre. Like, it's wide ranging. Like, we got a few people that work in a bank. There's a guy who works as a wine connoisseur. Basically, his job is to sort of advise companies about wine.
What are they called? There's a name.
Sommelier?
Yes, sommelier. There's a film. I watched a documentary on it.
Right, but he doesn't actually work like in a restaurant. He's more like a purchaser. So he knows he's French, obviously. So yeah, so he knows his wines and everything like that. Never given us one bottle of wine. No, not one bottle. We've been their neighbour for about 5
Maybe he never sees them. Maybe it's all done online.
I see him every day. And they do get lots of wine. Mrs. F has been round there and they've got like boxes of wine.
Is he a sort of very red-faced man?
No. They don't drink much. Like, you know.
Quite fat?
No. You know, everybody inspects everybody else's recycling bin, right? And you can see all the bottles and things like that. And they don't drink that much wine.
Okay.
But never given us one bottle. Not one bottle.
They got like a house stacked full of wine. You'd think they would be able to spare a bottle. But maybe it's one of those things that they don't put any value on it because they've got so much of it, right?
Yeah,
because they've got so much. They think you might get a bottle of wine from them and you think, well, they've just got loads of bottles of wine. This doesn't have any value. That's maybe why they don't want to give it to you as a present. Do you know what I'm saying?
But there's a guy who restores classic cameras. That's his job. Like, he goes to trade fairs, buys old cameras, restores them, and sells them on for more. Or, you know, it's all about classic old school cameras. That's his living. There's a guy who's a journalist. A lot of people who just work in like a company, like, you know, a big-ish company in London. A midwife, quite a few IT people, a couple of teachers, and then there are some people that lived here for 30 years, and they lived here when it was a really rough area, which it used to be. And then in the last 10 years, it's become a super nice area, the way London does. You know, I wouldn't say it was like gentrified, but Twickenham was pretty run down about 30 years ago in particular, and now it's a lot better. But everybody moves here, and then you have kids, and you realise that actually these houses that were built in 1905 and are pretty fucking small, I'll be honest with you, when you originally get them, they're very badly laid out. The rooms are quite small. There's no, the windows are bad. They're old sash windows and everything. So everybody starts doing all this work on their house. And once you've invested that money in the house, you think, well, now that we've got extra bedrooms and we've done the garden and everything like that, we'll stay here. So then you get people staying here and the house prices keep going up and up and up because everybody wants to live here, but nobody wants to sell because where are you going to move?
Yeah.
You couldn't sell and move into London because it's even more expensive and you'd get less for your money. So the only way is to leave London, and you do get some people doing that. They'll move out, and then they get like a massive palace with 18 bedrooms and a garden the size of a football pitch. But they're miserable because they don't get to go into London much. They just become.
That's what you pay for. You pay for convenience. It's like why you know a Pret-a-Manger or a McDonald's in a train station or an airport are, you know, £2 more for a burger or a coffee than anywhere else. And
go ahead and get a burger somewhere else then, buddy. You can't.
It's like, good luck. We've got a captive audience. Yeah. And so you can understand why they do it. But it's the same thing with houses too. And offices too. Our office is right in the centre of Bristol. And, you know, we pay a premium for that. But fuck, it's pretty convenient. Just, you know, the cinema is like, I can see it. Yeah. You know, there's like restaurants, you know, I can see the Five Guys from here. It's like, you know, it's pretty, I like it. Don't you know, and we make good use of it, and we really enjoy living in town. It's great.
No, I think it is great.
I've moved across the harbour side, and the only sort of place I can really buy shopping in a decent range is a sort of a crappy old Tesco Express that doesn't really have anything. I'm like, okay, I'll pick up some fruit in the morning. They didn't have any bananas. They didn't have any blueberries. I was like, what the fuck?
Do you not get food delivered?
Not yet.
Oh, you got to do
food
that.
deliveries yet.
Oh, you got to do
that.
Well,
I'm gonna,
right.
but I mean, I haven't yet because I've just moved in, and I also don't quite know what the rules are for that. Oh my god, that guy got fucking wrecked. Did you see that? I was so satisfied.
Yeah, he did. He got jibbed. But look at that purple blood.
So yeah, these are obviously vessels. So when I rested with Sagani, she got a buff against vessels. I threw down a bunch of stupid stuff.
Nice.
I've picked up 2 abilities, right? I'm not sure I picked it up on Aloth yet. Maybe I have. I picked up 2 abilities. One was on Pyrion Fluis, and basically that's the Minoletta. No, that's the things I talked about before. Those little sparks that when you equip it, it makes your wand. So my wand at the moment is like green, and then I'll attack and it will turn to a different color because I've learned that thing which gives me auto attacks really strong.
Cool.
So in a long extended fight like this, where I know I'm going to rest afterwards, just lobbing out a big old fireball.
Just chuck it all.
I can just I could actually do some decent work. If I run out of spells, I could just auto attack and I'll do really well. The other thing I found with Aloth is that he has a spell which I think it basically you can use it on an enemy wizard, and it will give you one of their spells.
Oh, sick.
And you can use it as many times as you want in like 20 seconds.
Oh, wow.
So you can just spam that spell back out at them.
Like Rubik.
Which is quite fun. Yeah, like Rubik, except with no cooldown. Which is really cool. So I like that a lot. So I'm going to see if I can make some use of that.
That's insanely overpowered.
But yeah, this team I managed to... It's a big team. It had a couple of unstable ones in there. I managed to pin them with Sagani and stuff and shoot them before they got close.
That's a lot of corpses.
And I think if you use like interrupts and knockdowns and things like that,
it
seems to work pretty well. But yeah, I managed to get them all grouped up. I debuffed them. It seemed to work.
Well done.
Believe it or not.
Yeah, no, you're doing it. You're actually doing it.
For like the first time almost ever. And yeah, Pyrion Fluis' wand is like changing colour, which I love.
Look at that.
Fire, and then poison.
Edda is the absolute business, by the way. What a guy.
He's such a beast up there, just in the front, not taking any shit off anyone. I'm just throwing down Pyrion Fluis' other abilities, which are like a terror and I think maybe I should be making more use of these. I don't know. I noticed when the dev played, he didn't have these abilities on his main character, so I think these might be unique to a mage watcher.
I like it.
Possibly.
I like having all kinds of options, Like
I'm still really, not entirely sure.
Like we were talking about that, like how it's easy to just pick a big dude, like a paladin. It's like, yeah, all right, it makes sense, but I want to be a friggin' wizard. Wizards are awesome.
I agree.
Oh, what was that? Crucible of the Soul, Arcane Veil.
So much loot on the floor.
Oh, so much loot.
Just spamming it all into my inventory. So I'm now in some... I think hopefully I've quick saved, but we'll find out.
You did?
I've got a purple sort of Ghostbusters flask, a lever, and a bookshelf. And the bookshelf has on it some boring Shakespeare and subject Balseer. She has done herself with this one, Balseer, a common robber with some natural blah blah blah. So anyway, by the looks of it, I've sealed him within one of the tanks. I will have to proof the machines against the free roaming experiments while I think of a solution. So this guy just fucking lets the experiments roam around, apparently, which doesn't sound like a good thing. But maybe they're friendly to him.
No.
See, in there is Balseer, I guess.
Oh!
And I'm going to have a look at that. Well, maybe I'm not. Maybe I want to do this first. Here you go, Balseer. Okay. Hopefully this won't go horribly. I can't remember what happens.
Are we ready for this? Oh, quick save completed. All right, thank God.
I think I must have quick saved before.
Yeah,
before
no, you had. I can see it in the chat.
Because no one's actually got any abilities left.
Yeah.
It looks.
Oh.
So he casts like these AoEs on everyone, which is pretty horrible. He's yelling like, I am free.
Mind shrapnel.
Galvino, I will eat your
heart.
head.
I'm going to guess that's heart or head.
Heart. something. I can't read it because it's being blocked by other things, and he doesn't voice act it. But who cares?
God.
So yeah, no. I mean, before we round off this episode by me being killed by this guy, the property ladder is a nice thing to be on because even if house prices drop, everything drops equally, right? The ladder falls equally, so you're still at the same place on that ladder. And yeah, prices outside London are obviously you get a lot more bang for your buck, but it's a good thing to be. Hardly anyone is. Well, not hardly anyone, but less people are getting on the property ladder than used to.
Yeah, a lot less people.
Because people don't have very much money, I think, like these days. Like, student loans are bigger.
I mean, the thing is, like, my dad bought a house when he was in his early 20s, got a mortgage for, like, a few thousand, and that was considered, like, very responsible, and most people still rented and stuff like that. But if you wanted, you could just buy a house pretty cheaply compared to nowadays. Nowadays, people are if you're in your early 20s, unless you've got wealthy parents or you land an amazing job or you inherited a shitload of money, good fucking luck. It's impossible.
I think the average time that people buy houses these days is always going to be about like post 30, though.
Yeah.
I think that's the general sort of demographic. Anyway, we get killed by this guy.
Wow, but it looks like it's going all right.
So we are going to have to quick load. Well, it's only Durrance and Edda left, and Edda's taken a beating, and there's Durrance just got frostbolted in the face, and then
my God,
he kicked out, and now he's making a break for it. He's off. He's fucking legging it out of the dungeon. Peace. He's like, I'm free. So I have to reload, but
jings.
C'est la vie. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.